I like that one. That's good advice, yo.
All right.
It's the uncle pod, yo.
Yeah.
We the uncles, yo. We the elders.
All right. So number 2
Mm.
is hookup culture. Some feel pressured to participate in casual hookups rather than pursue meaningful relationships, which can lead to confusion and dissatisfaction.
I don't like the word pressure. You know what you was doing. You know what you was doing. No one twisted your arm to go on and do this. You know what I mean? You got on that dating site. You don't want to go on all them dates.
Well, maybe it's pressure from, like, as a female, right? A pressure to have sex. But if like all the girls on the sites
Yo, if you got
sleeping
flued out,
with dudes,
if a shorty got flued out, we're past pressure. You don't sold the monkey already. Like Delta got the money already. Like that shit is for sale. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
why you gotta make it like that though?
Yo, if you got flued out, you owe that nigga some box.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, let's stop playing the game. That game, you're playing. You're playing the escort prostitute.
No. Let's not. Wait, don't go that far. Don't go that far, because I think some women feel like he really likes me, so he flew me out. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Like, you don't have to. It's like I don't have to say flew. He flew you out, right? And yo, he digs me. Yeah, he might want to sleep with me, but he might want to sleep with me and still want to wife me, right? And or he may have flown me out. He wants to sleep with me, but if I don't sleep with him, we could try to still move forward to having a real relationship.
If you don't sleep with him, you
it might be a chick being naive, but
don't play games. Stay in your lane. That's okay. Where I answer my own question. That's where the pressure comes from. Stay in your lane. If you're a good girl, be a good girl. Stay a good girl. You're not gonna have no pressure.
So you think the pressure is from the dude that wants to?
The pressure is if a nigga taking you shopping. If a man is spending money. We all saw Pretty Woman. I don't think we need a remake. We need a remake of that. I think this generation needs to see Pretty Woman again. If a nigga's paying, yo, come on now. Like, let's stop playing the game. Like men aren't spending money on women that they aren't having sex with. The women that take money for sex are.
I would agree. I would agree. But let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Women tend to have that lottery concept in their head. You only have to have one, right? You only have to have that one chick that got flown out, got hit off, got all the best of the best, and she didn't have to give up nothing, right? If they see one like that, they feel like they could be that next one.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna go by the general numbers. Like, all right, well, 75% of women that get flown out, they have sex with the guy. Now they're gonna be like, well, or it might be higher. Yeah, let's say it's 95%, and it well, it's that it's 82. All right, it's that 18%. Oh, really? All right, I'm gonna be in that 18%. I don't have to give it up.
All right, good luck. Have some money.
Some blame. You can't just blame the females.
You don't have to give it up.
You can't just blame the females.
You don't have to give it up.
You don't.
You don't have to give it. You never have to do anything that you don't want to do.
Absolutely.
But be ready to pay for the rest of your trip in your ride home.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Like, we just gonna keep it a buck. It's the Uncle Pod. We just telling y'all how it is. Like, the hookup culture. Women are playing with a stacked deck. It's not a flex for women to have sex. It's not a flex. Like, dudes is hollering at everything. Dudes, it's not a flex. Like, it's low-hanging fruit for women to be hoes. Like, that's why we used to call them that. Because, like, So let's stop. And we're not built the same. I know y'all want to think that y'all could turn it off. I know that y'all think that it's just transactional. It could just happen. But trust me, that shit sit with y'all. Trust me. It sit with women and exchanges women. It changes them.
I don't I don't think in all scenarios though, it's a chick getting the most out of a dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a good portion of this generation of young men and young women that they have a lot more casual sex, right?
Yeah.
And something I said on another show is that women, they create the rules of the game and men just try to play within the rules of that game.
Right.
So I think the only thing that's changed, well, the men have to adjust to what's going on, but the women have changed, right? Women, I still think there's still a large group of women that want to be in relationships and want to be married, right? But the only difference is this, that in the interim of finding a relationship or a marriage, women weren't having a lot of casual sex, right? I think in this day and age, you'll have, and I'm not blaming women, but they give access to sex, right? So that's why I'm speaking about them.
Yeah.
So in the interim,
we're gonna talk about the dudes first. I mean, later too, though. But
yeah. But like while they're out and about, they meet a guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
They meet a guy. They like, oh, this dude, not boyfriend material, not husband material, but I could sleep with him. All right, cool. I sleep with you, but I don't really want to be with you like that. And that was the difference. Like there was shame in that back in the day. Yeah. Women knew, like, they weren't just popping off just to pop off. You know what I mean?
So you don't think it was happening and just like kept a little bit more closer to the
I
vest?
I think it was happening like chicks in college, right?
Okay.
Like all chicks in college or whatever, right?
Okay.
Yeah. That time. You know what I mean? Where they having a time of their life. Mm-hmm. But I think in this day and age, you got a lot of people that just, I don't really, and I'm speaking about women. Mm-hmm. I don't really like this thing like that, but yeah, I'll sleep with them. I let them hit, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so I slept with you. I'm moving on. Yeah. Meet the next guy. Yeah, you cool. I don't think boyfriend or whatever, or husband or whatever, but yeah, I'll sleep with you, right? Whereas before, women were sleeping with the guys that they wanted to be in relationship with or move forward with. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that's it's the same. I think it's more like a college girl's mentality. Like they having a good time.
Just having a good time. Everybody gets running around having a good time. And you know me, let's go to the guys a little bit. I always, I don't blame the fellas, but the fellas is always in control. Fellas.
Control of what, though?
Of the market. I feel like the fellas, the young men now, they're on the hoes dick too much. Like you riding these hoes too much. Y'all liking too much on social media. Y'all are subscribing too much to the OnlyFans. Y'all are creating this market. Like the demand.
You mean the demand for
hoes,
the hoes is making the chicks supply. to want to be hoes.
Now it's culture.
Okay.
So, because I'm seeing Instagram pages now where it's like girls are just getting followers and likes for showing their ass and for twerking and doing all types of stuff. And it's like, when the proof's in the pudding, when you could get direct, when you could see the results overnight from being from behaving a certain way, it's right there. I feel like guys are causing this too much. It's the same conversation we had with the BBLs. I feel like dudes are saying that they don't want women with BBLs, but I don't think they're showing it.
No.
Because I feel like the chicks with the BBLs are getting chose and they're winning. You know what I mean? If they bad built, they go pay $8,000, go down to Miami or DR, they getting chosen the next season. You know what I mean? Once they heal up, they back. Nah, I'm saying something crazy.
Nah.
You always push back when
I think they when getting chose for what though. That's what.
Okay, all right.
That's
might be getting chose for the stroke, but
yeah. So, all right. So what I think needs to come back is a little bit of shame. A little bit of shame. Because I genuinely believe that if women was on some Steve Harvey shit and say, yo, I'm waiting 90 days to sleep with a guy, guys would adapt to it. Of course, every guy would try to beat that. They're going to try to.
It'd be a bunch of skeletons in the lobby. Like, niggas would be like, I'll be right back.
Of course, it's going to be every guy's, most guys' goal to break that 90 day, to break the 90 day.
Yeah.
But there would be a lot of guys that's going to be like, they're going to accept it because those are the rules that are laid out by the women. Like they set the standard of how men are going to treat them.
Yeah.